Hi guys, welcome to the 36th M&M Games trading video. I've been away on holiday for a few weeks, so sorry for no videos, but hopefully we've got some cracking stuff in this one for you. So first off, we've got a load of Bleach manga. We've got there from 6 all the way to 43, so they're pretty good. Just show some of the sort of different things that we do. Okay, so moving up to sort of the top shelf there, we've got some Final Fantasy figures. I'll be honest, I'm not going to try and name them. They might be, what's it? No, not Slifer. Cloud. No, none of them are Cloud, are they? I even know what Cloud looks like. Okay, next we've got an Atari 520 ST, so an Atari ST. And it doesn't come with those games next to it, like Cannon Fodder, Lotus Turbo Challenge, but it does come with about, it's almost like 5 or 6 boxes of sort of discs and a load of other box games as well. So it probably comes with like about 100 games, and we're doing that all boxed for about £62. So if you're a fan of sort of Atari STs and sort of things like that, we've got one there. So it's pretty good condition as well. Okay, so moving across. Oh, I just want to point out we've still got the Steel Battalion controller there. So people after that, you've got a bit of a better view of it there, sort of what it is and sort of what it does, and we've got the game there and it comes with an expansion. And next to that actually we've got some HD DVDs, and we've got the Xbox HD DVD player as well. So again, if you want sort of Blu-ray quality and you want to get, I know some of the HD DVD the films are actually quite cheap now. So so if you move over here, someone on Facebook asked us for an overview of the Dreamcast games. So we're just going to sort of slowly scan over these, give you sort of a good idea of what we've got, and there will be some more of the real gems in the later part of the video. So we're just going to sort of go over them here, and you can sort of see exactly which ones we've got. Power Stone there, it's one of the sort of gems. Virtual Tennis, absolutely my favourite tennis game ever. Choo Choo Rocket, it's always really cheap, but you know, you're playing out with your friends, it is a cracking game. Okay, we're just going to, once we've done this, have a look at the Sega Saturn games on the bottom. Move that out of the way. So we've got quite a few of those. There's a few more underneath as well. So, we've got Christmas Nights and Normal Nights for the Japanese Sega Saturn there as well. Sega Rally. Oh, I'm not going to do the voice. There you go, Sega Rally Championship. Okay, and we've got a new deal. For every Sega Saturn you buy, you get 2 free copies of Sega Worldwide Soccer 97. I think we've got 8 of them, so please do not bring any more of those in. Okay, so now back to sort of the meat and potatoes of the video. So here we go, Donkey Kong 2 on the Game & Watch. I think it is missing its battery cover on there, but you know, priced accordingly. And the original Mario Brothers with, they both look the same there, Mario and Luigi, I don't quite know. And here we go, we've got a PC Engine here with an RGB SCART, and that does come with one game as well. Okay, so sort of change in format. Now someone came in looking for this yesterday, and I know he watches our YouTube video, so we did find it. It was hiding behind something, so if you give us a call, we will save it for you. Okay, so DuckTales there on the NES, obviously Super Mario Brothers on the NES. Now I never knew this came out on the NES, but Lemmings, so I would like to play that and sort of see what it's like. I can't imagine it's quite the best version of the game, but it's very unusual to get that one. Star Wars, Off-Road, Super Off-Road in fact, and the original Black Label Tennis. Okay, so now we've got some PlayStation 1 games for you. Real, actually, not a few real sort of good ones here actually. Final Fantasy 7. The box is a little bit broken there at the bottom, but the discs are absolutely sort of mint condition, so it might be worth buying this one and maybe picking up a cheap 99p game in the similar box and just swapping it over. Okay, Duke Nukem there on the original PlayStation. Tekken 2, what's it, Return of the Iron Fist or something, that's the sort of subtitle, Tekken 2. That's a cracking game, this one. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. It's got all the characters from the first 3 games all in one game. So I think it's about sort of 40-50 characters in that one. Really good. Alien Trilogy as well. Mickey's Wild Adventure. So if you like 2D platformers, absolutely brilliant game. This is Spyro the Dragon. Unfortunately, it's lost its front. If there's just no disc, it's an empty box. I think we did something with that. Here we go. We had an empty box with no game in it. So that empty box is gone. And there's Spyro the Dragon. Reloaded, sequel to Loaded. Driver. And X-Men Mutant Academy 2. So a good sort of, I think it's a 2D beat 'em up, that one. Yeah. Okay, so moving on now. Quite an unusual format. We never get any stuff for this in, but we basically got some in yesterday. Virtual 3D shooting game. All Japanese these are, but they will work on sort of an American system, so don't worry about that. Teleroboxer. Don't know what you've got to do in that one. Galactic Pinball. Obviously that's a pinball game. And then that looks like Bomberman on that, so I'm assuming it's a Bomberman game for the Virtual Boy. So quite unusual to sort of get Virtual Boy games in the UK, because obviously the machine never came out here, but we've got a few here. Okay, so next, talking about the PC Engine, we've got a few games here for it. Space Harrier, I don't know what that is, but some fella with a sword. Tiger. I'm trying to read these upside down, so please forgive me if I've no idea.
Trying to read Japanese upside down.
Yeah, I kind of can't read it the right way up. So, Dragon Spirit, Vegas, and Cybercross. That he looks like Power Rangers, doesn't he? Anyway, so this is for also Ninja Bear Hug. I know you're after PC Engine games there, so we got a few there for you.
Well.
And actually, yeah, we got a few more loose games. Bomberman. I think because the system was actually made by Hudson Soft, or they had a lot to do with it. The definitive Bomberman games are on this system. Okay, R-Type 2. No. This is one game. So this is disc 1 for R-Type, and then you've got disc 2. So you want to play the whole game, you've got to have both of them. Okay, so we might have to bundle those up for you as well. Cyber Combat Police. And no idea what that is, but I'm sure it's good. Okay, so moving on. So a few more gems we got on the Dreamcast. We got Shenmue, the first one, $34.99. Box is a little bit tatty, but it's got everything in there, really good condition. Okay, next we've got Phantasy Star Online, the original one. And I think if you're quite clever with your Dreamcast, you can still actually play this online. Okay, Phantasy Star Online again, and another copy of Shenmue. Okay, so now this is something quite interesting which I've never seen before, or I have seen it on YouTube. I think, I want to say Gamester81 did a video of it, but it's basically what we call a Dr. 64, so it's $149.99, but basically you have to put a proper UK cart into there, and what it does is you can burn ROMs onto a CD-ROM, pop them in there, and so basically you can play your games through this sort of whole system. So basically a way to play copied N64 games, but we like to make you sort of aware of everything. We're actually missing the power supply, so you would have to try and find a power supply for the Dr. 64 underneath. Obviously we've got power supplies for the N64, the Dr. 64 is actually missing it. So if you're quite good with electronics, I don't know how standard that port is, but obviously I think it's have to be sort of a bit of an enthusiast that would have to buy this, because I think a little bit of sort of work would have to go on trying to either find a power leaf for that or putting together another one. but it's an absolute gem, and you know, in the years I've had game shops, this is the first one I've ever seen, so I'm sure it's going to be the last as well. And also, finally, a PS1 with an unofficial screen there. I know a lot of people are after these because they, you know, they're quite good when they're out on the road and things like that. So, got your PS1 there. I think it's £24.99 with a pad and then 2 £1 games. Okay, so try and think anything else we've got. No, that's about it. Oh, finally down here we've got ZX Spectrum 48K in front of the Sensible World of Soccer. Okay guys, so please like, share and add us to your favourites and all stuff like that, and look forward to next week's video. Cheers then, bye bye.